One Bar Poker Open National Championship here live at the Gold Nugget here in Las Vegas. My name's Evan Myers. I am back with you. I have Drew Griffith from River Chasers. Not only the president of River Chasers, but partner in Bar Poker Open as well. Welcome, Drew. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Evan. Thank you very much.
This
has been an incredible week leading up to this, and this special event that we're about to watch here, I think, is something special that definitely our players are looking forward to, because every single one of them want to be a part of it.
Absolutely. So what Drew is mentioning, part of the Bar Poker Open series, we have some great sideline events. We had the owners tournament yesterday. Don't forget, tonight is the players party at the Tank poolside. Can't wait for that. But right now, we're coming to you, and we are doing the pros versus JOES. This has been a perennial favorite for everybody. So in just a few minutes, look at that. There's the screen right now. We're going to give you guys an intro and talk about who the pros and who the JOES are. It's pretty exciting right now. This is all right, so they're zooming in. This is the pros versus JOES. In seat one, we have Drew Gonzalez from Punter's Pad. He is pointing out his fingernails there. He lost a bet. We'll tell you a little bit more about that, but he was the lowest point earner and had to wear those nails today. Right? Welcome, Drew. All right, in seat number two, as a Joe, we have Ben Balter from Utah, part of the one-time Poker League, Poker Tour as well. Welcome, Ben. We're excited to have you here. In seat three, Miss Hazel Jacobs. I've played with her a ton online. She's part of the BPO.com nation. Pretty solid poker player in her own right, and she's pretty excited to be here. We'll tell you a little bit more about Hazel in just a little while, but what a nice person. So welcome into the tournament, Hazel. Good luck against these awesome pros. Seat four. From Tournament Edge Poker. You guys know him. This is the one and only Clayton Fletcher. How cool is it to have this guy in the house hanging out with us? We're excited. Clayton is a really cool guy. I was talking to him earlier, and I can't wait to tell you about some of the conversations we had with him. What a great guy. Welcome to our pros versus JOES. Look at this. This is my friend, Erin Webster. You know her from WSOP and PokerNews.com. Erin has been sitting in with us doing our hosting capabilities. We just finished up wrapping the promo video for tonight's pool party. Can't wait for that. Welcome, Erin. Get to talk about you now. Hey, in the next seat is the one and only Ashley Frank. Poker Face Ash, you know her as on her blog. But having Ashley in the house, that's really cool. She is a pro, and she gave me some fun information I can't wait to talk about, especially her music career. And now we have the HBIC in charge here, Gretel McCrory. We all know her. We all love her. Not only is she involved with Eastern Poker Tour, but she's also involved with the BPO. Her husband is the president as well. And then the man himself, John Party from Punter's Pad. Look at those two fingers. You may have seen him on Big Brother Canada. And welcome to have John here as well. Excellent. So it looks like in just a second here, we are going to shuffle up and deal. Here comes the dealer. We are sitting here at the Gold Nugget in downtown Las Vegas. It's the Bar Poker Open 2021 National Championship. There's going to be at least $400,000 in prizes at stake today as well for the Friday round for the players. And Drew, now that you're here, and we can talk to you a little bit more about BPO, and we'll definitely get into that a little. First off, what's the biggest thought, the biggest aura, the biggest vibe you got going on right now with BPO?
Welcome back. Clearly, welcome back is the number one thing going on. We have players for almost 2 years that haven't had a chance to get together to see each other. And these are not just poker players. This is a family. This is everybody from around the country that have now been a part of. This is the 11th championship event with Bar Poker Open that travel from East Coast to Las Vegas, back and forth, and also from wherever they're from around Florida, you name it, New England. We are literally in every corner of the U.S., including in Canada. So the moment that some of these people saw each other, tears, hugs, laughter, It's just the biggest part of this. And that's what brings all of us together. We are a social poker group. We are here to have fun. We're here to play for a lot of money. This is the world's largest bar poker championship, and I'm just super excited to be a part of it. My specific league from River Chasers, based out of the southeast Pennsylvania and surrounding area, same thing. We have not seen people for over 2 years due to this pandemic, and the love that is being shared amongst all these people, you cannot match it with any type of phone call, FaceTime, anything you do. The hugs are real.
That's awesome. And we will get in talking about, obviously, the pros versus Joes here in a second, but it's super important just to recap where we're at with the Bar Poker Open and all the leagues. And as a player in Eastern Poker Tour and on barpokeropen.com, Drew, I think I'm speaking for everybody that we thank you and Glenn and all the owners for persevering through this, not giving up on what you guys have started, because what it is as an entity is exactly what you described. It's a low pressure, non-stressful social environment where families have been created because of that. We even talked to somebody who got married just the other night, two couples that met on this.
Right.
But we all thank you guys so much for persevering through this and keeping this going. And yes, if we had last year, the prize pool would probably be in the couple 100,000, but we have the largest prize pool we have ever had, 400 plus guaranteed right now, and we think we're on track for about 440,000 in the prize pool.
That's incredible. I mean, it's nearly double what it was at our last special event. And to be fair, it is 2 years worth of qualifying. But what that really means is the pandemic didn't stop social poker. We kept going even with our brand new Bar Poker Open Pro system. It kept the players getting together. It kept them qualifying, kept them winning great prizes. So even though the bars and restaurants were closed in a lot of the country for a very long time, and some of them still are, we still have an outlet to get together and play. And one of the biggest parts that I've seen in this new year that we've had the Bar Poker Open Pro membership is a giant demand for people to see players' screen names. They want to know who they've been playing online poker against for the last year and a half, and it's absolutely something we're going to be doing in the future. We just, time crunches to get all the championship stuff today was, the championship, and what you see right here, this live stream, this was the priority, getting us in front of the world again to say, look, we didn't go anywhere. We're still here. We're still going strong, and we'd love for you to be a part of it. There's absolutely ways you can be a part, whether it's a live league locally or getting online with us. Realistically, in 8 months, if we're back here at the Golden Nugget again, you're listening to this stream can be sitting here at the Pros vs. Joes table.
Hope to have you here, and it's just been incredible. And I've been talking to so many people, made so many new friends, simply because of what you said. Who are you online? What's your username? And as soon as they know who your username is, the hugs are coming out. It doesn't matter if you fought online or not, but I am meeting so many players, like Hazel, for example. You're Hazel. I've been playing against you for I don't know how long now, I said to her. We had a great laugh. And you mentioned the monstrosity of this. Just so you guys have perspective, over a million players. Over 1 million players have started this journey. We got it down to about 2,000 players over the last 18 months or so to get us to this point, and they've all merged here in Vegas, and give you some stats here real quick. Monday, we had day 1A, 2 flights. The first flight, 528 entries, 54 people got paid, and 27 moved on to the championship on Friday. Also, flight 2 from Monday, 209 players, 27 of them got paid, 10 of them moved on. Tuesday, we had 1 flight, 310 players, 36 of them got paid, and 16 of them moved on. Wednesday, we had 2 more flights, 534 players in the first flight, 54 of those players got paid, and 27 of those players got moved on. Flight 2 on Wednesday, 319 players, 36 got paid, and 16 moved on. Today, at day 1D, we have 1 flight. So far, 484 players in, which means we're anticipating at least 49 getting paid, and 25 are going to move on. And tomorrow, being Friday, we are going to start day 2, which is the championship itself, and Saturday, right to that final table. All streaming on the BPO's Facebook page, Eastern Poker Tour's Facebook page, you name it. River Chasers will get the link up as well, so you guys can watch this and have fun rooting on all your friends. For those of you just checking in, this is the 2021 Bar Poker Open National Championship, $400,000 prize pool at stake. We are live at the Golden Nuggets, and right now Drew and I are having the honor of watching our annual Pros versus Joes tournament. And Drew, we got a hand going on. Let's look in on this hand for a second. All right. So John Party, pre-flop 6-4 against our friend Hazel with King Queen. Flop comes 3-9-10. Turn is the 7. Inside draw for Hazel. Not much up top. You see all the possible outs that they have. You see our chip stacks. You see our counts. It's pretty cool. Lots of great stats here that we get to help you with. And don't forget Guerrilla Gaming. You wanna go see some of the best poker tables in the area. Go over to the WSOP. These guys are sponsoring all sorts of tables over there. They have USB ports in them. They have lighted neon all through them and RFID. And speaking of that, people have been asking me all week, how do you see the cards on the screen? I know, Drew, you've been asking that question, right? So what it is called is RFID technology, radio frequency infrared device. And when you see these little squares on the felt in front of all the players, there's a sensor underneath that, kind of like a credit card reader. When you put your credit card in front of that sensor, only registers for about 2 or 3 millimeters. It's not very far at all. But the cards themselves have what's called filament chips inside them. That filament chip literally looks like a filament, very, very small, and those are what allow us to see the cards on screen here. So we're in another round. John Party wakes up with pocket kings. Drew Gonzalez, ace 10. These guys are super talkative already. I don't even think John looked at his cards yet, to be truthful. He didn't. He told Drew, I just heard it, told Drew that he did not look at his cards, and Drew said, I'm going to call you without looking. That's where we're at right now. Wicked flush draw for Drew there. Pocket kings are still good for John.
I think the best part about this is watching Drew try to pick up his cards. Because if I'm not mistaken, he said this is the first time he's been playing cards with his brand new, beautiful fingernails in the bet that he lost. So
and that's awesome. Drew and John are part of what's called Punter's Pad. These are guys who want to bring the WSOP to YouTube and their fans. It's a house of 7 poker pros in South Las Vegas, and these guys, all they're doing is creating content for WSOP, for the fans out there. They rock, to be quite frank with you. These guys were also involved in the Thirst Lounge, which many people are very familiar as well. But what happened was Drew lost a bet. Like you said, Drew was the lowest chip earner in a period of time, and because of that, he had to wear those fingernails, and he seemed very proud to be doing so as well.
They're having great dialogue right here, talking about which card he wants to show.
Exactly. I felt very fortunate 2 years ago. Glenn let me play in this tournament. Drew, Gretel, and John were in it. And I got to tell you, some of the funniest guys I have ever sat with at the poker table. And John flips over his king. No one looked. He really didn't look. And now they're finding out, and he's being John.
Has that ever happened?
Yeah.
Has that ever happened to you? Do you ever go in blind and wake up the kings?
No.
That doesn't happen.
No, I will never not look at my cards. Only this guy. That's what happens when you win Big Brother Canada. For those of you who didn't know, we do have the Big Brother Canada winner at the table as well. John's awesome. John just made day 3 of the Millionaire Maker, by the way.
Oh, congratulations.
Exactly.
I'm looking at, we had, so with the Bar Poker Open online system, one of our prizes for an event that we did was an event where a player could win their way into the Millionaire Maker. And one of our River Chasers players out of the entire country of Bar Poker Open Network, it was a River Chaser that took it down. So he got to go sit at the Million Maker this week before coming over and playing in the Bar Poker Open Championship.
Who was that? Okay, I'm not going to put you on the spot.
His name is Hank Fileski.
Yeah?
Hank has been an absolute gentleman, coming out here, traveling out here, going back and forth between the Rio and back to the Nugget here on the Strip, between the Strip and the Fremont Street.
Cool.
He's had just so many great experiences by being a social poker player that just took it down.
That's awesome. That is well done, Hank. So we got some of the ladies in the hand right now. Ashley woke up with her ace queen. She throws a little raise out there. Ashley, if you don't know her, Poker Face Ash, definitely check her out on YouTube. She not only is an All-American college basketball player at Southwestern University, she's been in a band that's traveled all over the place. She described it to me as a gypsy jazz traveling band. It's called Riverside Cathedral. Look them up. I can't wait to see that. But you know my background on music. That was so much fun having that part of the conversation with her. Ash, does make the call. Ben throws out a little stab at it with 8-6, wants to see what's happening here. But it looks like, yeah, pretty obvious Ash he's going to take down that hand, although you do see the check marks as well. Dax right there. This is just a fun tournament. What we do here is we give some of our players that have had some successes an opportunity to play with the pros. These pros are hanging out because of the main event right now. Glenn and you are fortunate to be very friendly with them, and these guys are so gracious to come in and hang out with us, and it's always awesome if you're a local guy and you get to sit at a table with some pros and get that experience. It's a fantastic, we'll call it an exhibition tournament that goes along here, but there's definitely some cash at stake. Looks like $1,000 is going to go to the first place winner here.
Yeah, it's very generous of them to share their time with us and to be a part of this stream. I know all of the pros that come out to here for the previous years as well as this year, and I know JOES that get to participate. This is something that our JOES don't get to see. They don't get to see themselves on live television, Facebook Live, in a professional setting on one of the best tables that's out there. It's literally one of those dreams that you see, and they're living it right now. So we appreciate all of them for being a part of our network, the Bar Poker Open family, and here we are. We get to see them play some cards. And the hard part is, their friends and family, they actually get to see how they play cards. It's not something that you get to normally see when you're in the bar league.
Exactly.
So how are you going to play that flush draw? How are you going to play that bottom pair? How bad are you going to play ace king this time? Because that's typically how it goes. You got the bad beat stories coming left and right with ace king.
Exactly. And just for some clarifications, I did get a text. How come we're not doing a ton of analysis? This is not a high-pressure game. This is not a high-pressure league. We are not here to criticize and tell you what you did wrong. We're here for the positive side of it. We're going to certainly talk about the hands going on, and as the championship plays out tomorrow and Saturday, we'll do a lot more talking about the hands, but we're not going to beat anybody up over it. In fact, I wanted to share some really cool information about our Joe in the number 2 seat, Ben Balter from the One-Time Poker Tour, and that's over in Utah. This kid has made top 10, is currently the top 10 in the Super Pro League. He's been playing for over 4 years. He has cashed at the last PPO championship. He has made the Masters tournament. He's been in the top 10 every month online, and he's currently in 7th place online. He's made some money, and he's been playing every season with the Bar Poker Open, and he's so psyched that it was here. He wanted to say hi, though, and he wanted to say hi to his buddy Rich Gard, and he wanted to say hi to his brother Isaac, his friends Sean, Brandy, Alyssa, Stiles, and Braxton, so many more. But he specifically said without them, he wouldn't be here, so he wanted you guys to know that. And he goes on to tell me, you are nobody when you don't have anyone. So it was super important. Again, he wouldn't be here without you guys, so he wanted you guys to know that as well. But Ben, what a nice guy when I got to chat with him as well.
And it's nice to see someone from One Time Poker here, because the owner of that league is Rich Garden. Rich and I spent some time together last night. We had a gathering of all the owners to talk about the status of the BPO, but then following that, I had a gathering of other River Chasers Poker League, and Rich was there. Rich has great things to talk about when it comes to his league in Utah. They were very lucky to thrive during the pandemic, being open, and it gave the opportunity for Ben to keep playing and honing his skills and grinding to be a top 10 online in that Bar Poker Pro League is not an easy task. So it does say something for being up there when you're playing against thousands and thousands of people online in a monthly system, and you are consistently at the top.
That is unbelievable. It's very tough to maintain that consistency, like you said. So we're here live at the 2021 Bar Poker Open National Championship. We're at the Golden Nugget Casino downtown Las Vegas. We're currently sitting in on one of our fun side exhibition tournaments. This is the Pros versus JOES, where we gathered some of our top JOES, and they're playing with some of the fun pros that are hanging out here in Vegas. We got a fun hand going on, though. Drew Gonzalez did have a hand. Gretel wakes up with ace king, $200 for her to call. John, we can't see his cards. He didn't put them over the reader. Drew, there it is with his ace 10. My guess is he's going to call. He does.
Ben sitting there with a pair of nines. Now, obviously, the queen is scary for the bar poker player. You're always scared of that overcards, especially when the stacks are so short that you don't really have a lot of freedom to bluff and work your opponents a little bit.
Actions on Clayton with his pocket sevens.
I think the sevens are good. He doesn't. No one was pushing on the queen.
Yeah.
Ben, just simple call.
Bet all. Oh.
Yep. His pair was good. His pair is better than the sevens.
Well done, Ben.
And I like that. Again, because of this situation of those chips, you don't have a lot of room to move around. And again, this tournament is here for fun. This is a social event to get these people together. So you're not going to see 5 hours of poker here with heads-up action going on forever like you would at a main event type of style. So we're happy to see that the play is moving along fast, and they are. Looks like they're doing the right things.
And it looks like Drew just handed our friend Ben a bracelet. It looks like they're now becoming buddy-buddy. But I wanted to mention, because Clayton Fletcher was in the hand just a moment ago, Clayton has finished in the main event in the top 100 twice. In fact, in 2018, he finished 27th.
That's a lot of people to get through.
That is a lot of people to get through. He right now heads up tournamentpokeredge.com. You want to check out that. You want to check out this website. Check out his podcast. One of the funny things I was talking about with Clayton earlier, he's a professional comedian. He's opened up for Norm Macdonald. And we got talking about it because Norm's been to Boston. Norm loves Boston. We've had Norm on my radio show a few times over the years. What a great guy. And immediately Clayton tells me, guess what? I was a finalist at the Boston Comedy Festival. So he was just telling me all these great stories. He's really cool, and so excited to have him here. But make sure you check out his website as well.
That's pretty cool. You have that wonderful career, and you have poker to fall back on.
Exactly. Another fun hand here. Drew has the ace-king. Ben's got the queen-jack. Hazel with ace-9. Erin makes the call with her 6-4. Erin hits her 6. Erin right now, slight lead.
All low cards, you have 4 people in the hand. You have to assume someone hit some of that. So the ace-king and the queen-jack, it doesn't look like they're going to stay in it too long unless they're going to try and outplay someone at the moment.
Exactly.
Now, actually, that's a good strategy. That's a question. Does Drew, does he think that this might be a time where his ace-king and his ability and his expertise is going to be able to outplay someone who has a middle pair?
We will soon find out. Erin throws a bet. Ben does make the call.
They're really into this hand.
They certainly are. Erin does fold that hand. Erin joined our team this year. I'm so excited to have her. We've been out filming some promotional videos. We've been all around. We filmed over at the pool a little while ago, the video for tonight's party. Erin sat in with me for the owners tournament yesterday. I'm looking forward to having her sit in with me tomorrow for the championship. She's done an amazing job. You wanna start following her. WSOP is really loving her. Poker News is really loving her, and I'm excited to have her on the team. And she's just done fabulous. And gotta admit, she's super nice. You meet a lot of people who in this industry who are not, and she happens to be one of the cool people. I'm so glad.
Over the conversations that we've had just a little bit this past week, I think vibrant is the term I would use. She is just super excited
Way to describe her.
To be a part of this. And you can, if you go back and look at any of our intro videos or hype videos that we've done so far over the last week at the BPO, just the love is there, and we appreciate having her on board as well.
And I hope she's our new hostess going forward. I really do. I really do. We had fun the other night over at Nacho Daddy's, didn't we?
Nacho Daddy, what a great staple here on Fremont Street.
We had what, margaritas, I think?
Do you remember? Yes, I clearly remember the margarita. The picture that with the never-ending picture was what it looked like.
That's exactly what it was. So we've been having a lot of fun here hanging out on the strip. Let's look at a hand going on right now, though.
Here
Got some big hands.
Lots of clubs. Oh, no, less clubs now. All right. Lots of paint. Ace-King suited. Ben, that last hand that he took down off of Erin was a very nice bluff. He just didn't think Erin had what it was to call to win that. So now, not only does that, but it also looks like he just goes all in and no call.
No call.
Take a look at, next time the graphic comes up, let's take a look at some chip stacks and see where people sit. Now, when it comes to chip stack play, I had a long conversation with a couple of our players today about tournament poker. And do they start right away? Are you sitting down the very first hand of this tournament, not necessarily pros versus Joes, but any big tournament? Or do you prefer to come in a little bit later after the stacks have altered a little bit? So here we are, you have the stacks being altered a little bit, and you have a situation where you could possibly start picking on the little guy.
Absolutely, and you might see a little more aggression because we all know professionals tend to throw out a lot more aggression when it comes to poker because you hear it, aggression wins, and you may see it a little. They're not going to get too crazy and beat everybody up, but they still like to play. And I got to admit, when I was playing with Joe Ingram and Brad Owen, it was down to Brad and I, and Brad turned on his poker. Brad said, enough is enough, and I'm going to win. I won't say that Joey had to sit next to him and coach him a little, and I had to look at him and ask him if they needed a coach to beat me, but Brad did, unfortunately, beat me. However, what an experience. I'll admit for myself, playing with those guys and sitting at a table like this, it's a totally different experience, and you will never forget that. And Ben and Hazel, I know they're never going to forget this, and Erin certainly is never going to forget this experience as well. Hazel actually plays from BPO.com. She's not affiliated with a league, so she found us. She did play years ago with Suit Up, but hasn't in many years because she was in New York and now she's in South Carolina. But she wanted to say hey and happy birthday to her son Adrian, celebrating a big, I think she said 8th birthday. So
happy birthday, pal.
What up? Happy birthday, Adrian. However, her claim to fame right now, she has over 300 tokens on BPO.com. What that means is 300 tokens, is a lot. But what that means is you can play all sorts of types of tournaments on BPO.com. We do have some fun cash like you would find on any of the other fun cash sites, but that's all for play money. But we have many tournaments. We have a free tournament that runs every week. You can also, if you're part of the Pro or the Pro Elite division, you get access to over 60 tournaments a month, and by winning those tournaments, you win a token, which gets you into a tournament, whether it's a $1,500 online free roll or a $600 online free roll, or the $50,000 monthly championship that we had online, where I think we've talked to Tommy, who Napomo Surfer is what his online username is, but Tommy won that $50,000 prize as well. So you take these tokens, you use them to up into another tournament, and for basically free, you can win your way right here to Vegas. We've given away, I don't know how many hundreds of packages, tournament seats, and a package includes airfare, hotel, and entry into the tournament for free. Imagine walking into a bar, whether it's one of the free leagues or one of the leagues that you pay $20, you had a great buffet at some of these venues. You sit down with 20, 30, 50 of your friends, you're playing a tournament, you win that tournament, and all of a sudden you're coming to Vegas for free.
Oh, I'm going to stop you right there real quick and look at this hand. So Ashley, 3-bet pre-flop, has aces. Gretel, king, queen, flops top pair, and is getting it in. Instant call, aces against queen. Kind of played itself out right there.
It sure is. Gretel basically runs all of Eastern Poker Tour. We all know her. We all love her. She's one of the nicest people. She's been so nice to me over the years. She and Glenn and you as well, Drew, take what you do, and you created this awesome Bar Poker Open for us. And again, we are so excited. But Gretel is going to be our first person eliminated. And I think she came in third last time as well, and she's the one who eliminated Joey Ingram. So unfortunately, I think Joey's poker god is coming back on her. But it's so great to have Gretel in this tournament like we always do. And sorry, but Ashley did make a little money on that. She chipped up.
And going back to your statement about the Bar Poker Open Pro system, essentially the ladder is a very short ladder. You play for free. If you're a pro member, it's a very low monthly membership fee. You have 60 events to choose from, over 10 events a day. Most of the events you go in and you can win tokens just for finishing like the top 10%, just like it was a cash out of a tournament. So you win tokens, and then you'd use those tokens to buy into the level 2 tournaments. There are daily cash tournaments. There are monthly 5,000, seasonal 50,000. So you're looking at real money for very, very low investment. And for less than $1 a day, which is also what has helped to build the Bar Poker Open Pro Network, bring us everybody here together this week. It's what kept people engaged. It kept them going on, and for such a small investment per day, people have been able to have a lot of fun and a lot of success. We do give away a package every single week, so over the last 2 years with all of our promotions, there were over 200 package winners, full package winners. You're talking over $20,000 in travel packages and prizes. And being here, having all of them join us for this championship, just because they sat down and enjoyed themselves a little bit online, and now they're here playing in the World Championship.
Exactly. So get on bpo.com, sign up. Don't forget, you can find all the great venues that we have. You can just play online if you want. Some shout outs. Keisha, how you doing? Neil Mandros, what's up, buddy? Look at all these people checking in. So you can find this if you're not watching through the YouTube Live at bpo.com, or you can find it through their Facebook page at bpo.com. Corey, yeah, what's up? There you are. I see John Keane. So we came to Vegas on Sunday, John, and we're going to be here through Sunday. Tomorrow is day 2, which is the championship, and Saturday will be the final table. But not only is this tournament going on, but we do have an open event series. So to answer your question, yes, there are 2, 3, 4 tournaments going along every day, whether it's a team tournament or a knockout tournament. We're having some great tournaments here. And I know right now Tommy Nefsey is coming to the table. Tommy is the gentleman who won the 50K online in December. The cool thing is Tommy won 3 packages here to come there. That's how good he is.
So I'm not sure if he should be qualified as a Joe.
Well,
realistically, this guy, and what a decent human being. We have had a lot of conversations all week long. Just so nice. He is from the Sunshine Poker League in California, and what winning a package is so, it's not difficult, but they don't just grow on trees, right? So this guy has 3 of them. He has the most beautiful hat in Bar Poker Open history.
And blue hair. Don't forget, and dyed blue hair. We talked to him this week. We had some great interviews with him, too. Tommy specifically wanted to say hi to his brother, Jay, though. And did you know, Tommy, Napomo Surfer is his online name, but he is a surfer. He hasn't surfed because of his knees, but he has an online netsportmanagement.com. You can check out his surfing blog. A surfing blog in the poker world, go figure. But he organizes surfing events and all sorts of cool stuff. He kind of looks like an old hippie surfer dude as well.
We're all family. It doesn't matter what you do, where you come from. When you come to our poker tables.
Exactly.
Looks like we're going to See, looking at the action here, they checked the flop. Turn and river. 8 of spades. Gives Drew the check mark. It's a small pot, just trying to catch some money. He re-raised all in. He thought he was making a hero call with his 8. I love it.
Those nails are crazy. Yeah, how does he? Everybody's asking online. How is Drew picking up the cards? He's not. They're a little sticky. Yeah, he just isn't. Watch.
This is going to take a while to stack those chips.
We talked about him breaking nails earlier, and that was his biggest fear. Was so where the you won't believe this. So a bunch of the guys in from Punter's Pad hopped in an RV out in Philly a little while ago, drove themselves all the way to Vegas, stopped different places, played the tournaments, and like we said, Drew did the worst, and he only won. The truth is, he only won $53 out of that whole thing. So that's how he got stuck. I know I mentioned it earlier, but that's how he gets stuck wearing these.
Now, when you travel cross-country like that, you have to stop at the world's largest ball of twine, right?
Absolutely.
You're in an RV with these guys. As much fun as they have together, I guarantee you one of those, that was one of their stops.
And you're going to stop at the Indiana Fairgrounds and see the world's largest rat. You ever go into those? They're not rats. It's just some other animal that you've never heard of.
All right, we got a hand brewing. Tom is very happy. Wakes up ace-jack suited, puts a raise out there up to 1,800. John, again with kings. You know, when you run good, you just run good.
Yeah, and John certainly throws out that 3-bet, brings it up to 4,000. Brings it up to 4,000. Drew says, I am out of here.
It's like
Ben
and
folds.
Hazel.
Hazel's not going to stick around
Nothing
either.
to
She's
play
out of
with.
here. Not a lot. This, John.
Welcome to the table, Tom.
Right? Welcome. Well, ace jack suited. Got an extra couple points there because of the suits. He's got the overcard.
4,000's about 30% of their stack.
Yeah, and I'm going to believe Tommy doesn't think John has something at this point because, the pros are all out and they're hyper aggressive. Tommy's a super aggressive player himself, but when you're that kind of player, you're not going to believe others. Well, here
all
it comes.
In, full stack. Oh,
and he
looks
makes the
like
call.
This is going to be a quick one.
Tommy thought he was being pushed around, for sure.
Welcome to the table. Best of luck. 3 aces and 3 aces only. King full fills up for John and Tom. Does he get any money back? I guess. Oh, he didn't see the. I didn't see the number. So yeah, it looks like Tom had him covered.
We'll see. No. So close. Super close.
That is not the seat I would want to go play in right now.
Right. Poor Tommy, but I don't think he's complaining though. I think that experience just to sit there and have it, and be able to play in this is pretty crazy.
Let's see.
So we still have our JOES. We still have Erin in the house. We still have Hazel. We still have Ben. I'm rooting. You guys know we're rooting for you, and all your friends are rooting for you as well. What up, Joe Sephoris? How you doing, buddy? Corey Staples in the house.
Hey, he's a river chaser. What's up, Corey? He bagged. He's going on to day 2.
Tony Smith. How you doing? Excellent. This is awesome. I love seeing all the chat going through here. Oh yeah, Keisha, I know. See ya. No nerds in poker, Neil. What are you talking about? and I'm sure you crazy CMO. I'm sure you're not the first person to refer to John as a lockbox either. All right, Hazel wakes up with 10 jack pre-flop. Clayton's got his 8-6. Ben ace-8 over there. Let's see. Everybody just calls pre-flop. Oh, no, they all called Ben's raise to 1,200, sorry.
Call, jack 10. Flops to jack. Best hand, but scary with the diamonds.
Scary with the diamonds, scary with the overcard as well.
But looking at Clayton, Clayton, there it was. I was going to say Clayton is short stacked. It looked like it was a good spot to move all in just to see if anybody had any of that. He puts it all in. Now the test is going to be on Hazel. Does Hazel think that he has a king or a better jack? She looks like she's counting chips.
Hazel has
They are
cashed.
talking. No, she lets the best hand down.
She's
Good
a smart
fold.
She's a smart player. She has cashed several times, by the way, at the BPO and in Atlantic City and here. She also cashed at the WSOP 6-Max tournament as well. So she's not a stranger. Here we go. Some chip counts. John's got 32,000. Ashley, 27,000. Ben, 20% of the chips at 26,900. Erin, 13,000 chips to Hazel, 12,900. Drew's got 12,000, and Clayton has got 10,000. Blinds are 300, 600 with a $600 ante. It's a big blind ante, if you guys don't know what that means. A couple of years ago, most of poker accepted the new process rather than individuals paying an ante.
Someone better made a lot of money on that idea because it's genius.
It is a genius. It's not only sped up the game, it's changed a little change to the action as well. So now it's the big blind is responsible for all of the antes on the table rather than the individuals. Still paying the same amount per orbit, but it's only one person's responsibility. And from talking to the dealers, they love that because they're not chasing us down because, how many of us poker players pay attention to what a dealer says anyways?
So there's the normal amount that you pay attention as a poker player, and there's that lower amount that you pay attention when you're at a bar poker player because there's drinks to be had, there's a lot of conversations going on. You are literally, you're there to have fun and socialize, and it's not about hands per hour or anything like that. You are there to have fun. And, looking at this table right now, looks like, taking selfies, my favorite thing to do.
Even our pros are having fun. Poker Face Ash had to get a poker face picture. Flop 2, 3, 5 doesn't really help anyone here. It does give Ben an inside draw, so it gives him a little advantage, especially with that ace.
That's 2,000. Erin calls 2.
All right.
King. I think Erin has got to be scared.
Yeah, Erin can't believe it.
I don't know.
Check.
Hopefully she's getting free cards to catch a river.
In the river, no, we
love.
see it. Erin does not. What happens here?
Nobody has a pair. So who's got the best poker face here? And Ben instantly pushes on the weakness when Erin checks. It was a snap shove. There's no chance she can call. She has no parts of it.
Smart fold, Erin. Smart fold, but you know what? Smart fold over there, but I'm glad you're going to be coming back to our side of the field, to our side of the camera as well for the rest of this tournament. It's going to be fun to have you tomorrow and Saturday.
That's so sick. That's so sick. I have no friends.
So Erin not only is our host, but Erin found a tournament here in Las Vegas just before COVID. And Erin won a tournament and won a token. She didn't even know what that token meant at the time. She's still sitting on a token. She could have played it online to get here as well.
She's halfway there. You're looking at 2 steps to $400,000 in prizes, and the first step was simply just getting that token. So she's halfway there. All right, John's with the king queen off. Drew with jack 9. I think Drew's gonna like this. He's in for 2,000. Hazel, pocket 7s. 2,000 on her. She likes her 7s. Gonna try and catch some sets and hopefully double up or triple up on some of the players with the big stacks. John holding the chip lead right now at over 30,000. Drew and Hazel approximately even. Getting the pot square. We're about to see a flop. And for those of me who are watching from the River Chasers world, yes, this is the owner, Andrew Griffith. And yes, I lost my voice 4 days ago doing registration for Bar Poker Open, doing 10 hours a day. So if you you hear me on the Facebook stream right now and you don't recognize me, trust me, it is me. I just sound a lot different than I normally do.
It's definitely Drew. I can promise you that. It is Drew, and you should have heard him the other night when he couldn't talk. It was great.
It was a lot of people just gave me the best thumbs up because they didn't have to listen to me chit-chat and ramble on. So we're still check from the turn onto the river. River's at 4. John has the best hand. Check. Seven's no good. John builds onto his chip lead here. 11 now puts him over 40,000 chips.